up, my ultraviolet, uvulous looking, uterus holding undergarment underdogs?
It's pretty good. Not bad.
There's not much that you can do with you.
He said, "Can you give me a letter that this story is about?" And I'll go off of that one. I said, "Would the letter U be difficult?" And he said, "Challenge accepted."
Well, I only had that. No time to plan for these insanity moments. But anyway, today on Night Owls, welcome to Night Owls, by the way.
Please like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe.
Down below.
And by the way, Halloween's coming. Yes, Halloween. So if you guys send us pictures of your Halloween decorations, we're going to put them right on here and showcase your house for you. And then we're going to come raid your fridge. Just because we're allowed.
We like the big candies.
Yes, not the candy corns, but the double Snickers.
Reese's peanut butter cups.
Reese's peanut butter pots. Is there such a thing?
I don't know, but it sounds like good. I want
No, I want a Reese's peanut butter pot. Anyway, so today, starting off today, in the humble land of owls, would be Mr. Reed.
Hooty-hoo.
And his hooty-hoo story.
So today's story, the main theme why it was letter U that he started his rant with today is upside down. That could be so many different things, right?
Yeah, I guess so.
But this took place last weekend in our friendly northern neighbors' country of Canada.
Oh, there's always something in Canada.
You know we like our Canadian stories.
Not the Nazis, but the Canadian stories.
So, so there's this amusement park in Canada called Canada Wonderland, I believe is the name. Canada's Wonderland.
I thought it was a Wonderland just to begin with.
It's a Canada is a wonderland.
Yeah, a little bit.
So,
a little bit of waterfalls.
This is an amusement park called Canada's Wonderland. It might be like I'm feeling like maybe it's like a Canada's version of like a small Six Flags sort of thing. I didn't do any research on the park, to be honest.
It's like the Great Adventure that we used to go to as kids. Yeah, a roller coaster, merry-go-round.
Great Escape, Adventureland, Nelly Bly, something like that sort of thing.
Kids getting lost in the bathrooms. Yeah, I get it.
So they got all these amusement park rides and everything, right? And this mishappen took place on the Lumberjack ride.
That just sounds bad to begin with.
Well,
is it a log flume?
It's like two pendulums that are like the shape of like a double-headed axe head.
Oh Lord!
Right, and they're like upside down.
This doesn't even sound attractive.
So there's like the handle going straight down, and then the double-headed axe.
The
blade thing, right? And in that blade shape is where the passengers sit. Like in where they're sitting for the ride.
The handle meets the blade.
Where the handle meets the blade, and then in the blade, there's where the seats are, and so you're sitting there strapped in, and there's two, and they start swinging, and they're going back and forth.
Oh, kind of like the Buccaneer. Remember the Buccaneer?
I don't remember the Buccaneer.
That did the whole thing upside down and all that thing.
It might be the same thing, and just like they got
use axes like Paul Bunyan.
Yeah, like in Canada, they probably have more lumberjacks than we have here. I'm guessing. I don't know.
A lot of woods.
So these things are going, and they keep getting higher and higher and higher, and then the ride's supposed to eventually go upside down and then come back around, right?
Like a spindle.
So the pendulum's going, and they're getting higher and higher and higher, and then they go to the top and they just stop.
Oh, I saw this story.
Did you?
Yeah, they got stuck like 75 feet in the air or something.
75 feet in the air. These poor people were stuck upside down.
For like an hour or so.
For 30 minutes.
I thought it was like an hour.
It was 30 minutes.
Listen, 10 minutes would be bad enough.
Yeah, I mean, yo. What do you do? For 30 minutes hanging upside down.
How does it get stuck, though?
The ride, like, locked up. Like
emergency.
I don't know. I think like I don't know if it was so much like emergency that it made it stop. I think it just like the gears just locked up. Yeah.
They didn't oil that shit.
I don't know, but these poor people were stuck upside down 75 feet in the air for 30 fucking minutes.
I guarantee.
Like, how long does it take before the blood rush to your head when you're hanging upside down?
I guarantee somebody's name is Andre.
Bitchy.
That was because I used to have a Canadian neighbor, Andre, from Canada. And I was like, the dude was kind of weird though. But like, somebody on that ride was named Andre.
Was he a lumberjack?
He could have been. I mean, he was a big dude. He was rich as hell. Maybe he's selling that timber.
Was he okay? You know that Monty Python song, I am a lumberjack and I'm okay. Right?
I didn't even know that Canada allowed amusement parks. I thought they all had to get in line for the food and the medical care. I didn't know too much about Canada. But if they had like amusement parks and your shit got stuck, then maybe you should come up with a great adventure. Maybe you should travel on down to New Jersey.
I think
they had their qualms too though, so I can't really say that.
There's a Six Flags just south of the Canadian border in New York, in Darien Lake. There's a Darien Lake Six Flags.
Yeah.
I was there once. It was an inferior Six Flags to all other Six Flags I've been to. But there is a Six Flags there. And at Six Flags, I haven't heard nothing about people getting stuck upside down.
Actually, I never even heard of the park.
But what happens if you upside down for 30 minutes? Like, what happens to the human body? Like that.
All the blood rushes to your shit.
So, like, do you pass out? Like,
I would assume that it's not far from being passed out.
I don't know, like that. Like, I can't even. Like, my eyes just feel heavy thinking about it. Like, it's a really, that's pretty crazy to me.
I wouldn't, So, me and my son, as you know, Big Mike, we go down to some amusement parks and ride the roller coasters and stuff. And one year we went on, I think it was called the Manta. It's in SeaWorld or whatever it was. And then we went on the Hulk and all that stuff in Universal Studios. And the crazy part is that, when you're going up that 110 foot or whatever the hell size that it is, hill, and your feet are dangling. You're looking down and you're saying, "Oh shit, this is like people are like this big." It's not looking pretty good for me.
I didn't sign up for this.
If I get stuck right now, somebody's getting an ass whipping by the time I get off this ride because that ain't funny. Upside down, no. No,
I can't imagine being upside down for a half hour.
Dude, I'd be looking for ways to Spider-Man my ass across holding on to the restraints and getting onto the...
Yo, but if it wasn't for the... Okay, so you know how like you have the thing that comes down over you,
yeah,
right?
I won't ride a ride unless it's got that shoulder harness.
Okay, so the only thing holding these people in for 30 minutes was the shoulder harness thing. So it was like, in order for you to get out of it, you've got to lift up that shoulder harness, and if you lift up that shoulder harness, you're now free falling upside down 75 feet
from the
below.
From the
sledgehammer, from the lumberjack, the axe.
Yeah, that's not cool, man. We're gonna need to talk to some Canadians. If you're Canadian, man, you know this park. Why don't you just hit us up right here in the comments and let us know if you've been to that park and on that ride and what your experience happened to be. Did somebody puke on the way up and you face swatted it on the way down? Or
funny you say that.
Oh no.
So, like there's these people stuck up there and stuff, right? And thank God everyone was pretty okay.
Okay.
When they came back down, but there was one person that while they were hanging upside down up there just threw up.
Can't really blame them.
No, I mean you can't blame him at all. No. But I'm just thinking like, now you throw up upside down.
But if you threw up and all of a sudden it released and came back down,
ooh,
and you caught your own puke in the face.
No, but I'm wondering where that puke traveled anyway. even though they were just stuck. I want to know the path that puke took.
Oh, because people
to the
were
ground.
online below.
Well, I don't know. I mean, there's
Was
probably.
it windy?
I don't think there would be anybody underneath looking up. If it's windy, it could be a problem. But I'm thinking
Blowing the puke.
like you throw up, right? And it's not just like it's got to go somewhere. You're upside down. Is it going in your nose and in your eyes and in your hair? Is your hair's hanging?
Oh, you mean the nostril spout of puke?
Like everything. Just
yeah, because if you puke upside down,
if it comes out of your mouth,
you
it goes
got
right
two
in your
buckets
nose.
right here.
Yeah.
You're filling your nostrils. Oh, you Canadians are nasty.
You could suffocate yourself. Like, didn't Jimi Hendrix die that way?
Well, he was in bed though, I think.